My name is Nora Whitaker, and I was 35 the morning my mother arrived with a real estate agent to sell a horse ranch she did not know I already owned. She stepped out of her cream-colored sedan wearing funeral black and a smile that looked rehearsed.
About the ranch expenses.
And behind her came my
I finalized
father,
the supplier list
my
you
younger
asked for.
sister Celeste, and a woman with
I
a
just
leather
wanted one
folder
nice
full
day.
of
Why does she
listings.
always do this?
It's gonna be fine, darling.
They had
Don't
driven
cry.
3.5
I'm
hours
so
to
sorry,
divide a
sweetheart.
property they had never repaired, a business they had never built, and a life they had never bothered to understand. But this story does not begin at the gate. It begins 9 years earlier, on my 26th birthday, when my family canceled dinner because Celeste had turned her engagement into an emergency. My mother told me gently, as if she were handing me a compliment, that I was the strong one and Celeste was the daughter who needed them. That was the day I finally understood that being called strong in my family was not love.
See how he tracks the sound. They speak volumes with their ears. It's all about paying attention to the subtle shifts.
2 bags, drove east with half a tank of gas, and went to the only person who had never treated my presence like a burden, my grandfather, Elias Rowe. What happened on that ranch over the next 9 years is what my family never saw coming. Drop a comment telling me where you are listening from, and subscribe if quiet justice is the kind of story you need tonight. I grew up in Mill Haven, a
Heard you might be looking for help around the stables.
Church
I'm strong and I
calendars,
learn fast.
and families
Is
that
that
looked
right?
better from the street.
What's your name,
than
kid?
they felt from the inside. My mother, Vivian Whitaker, ran our house like an emergency room where every patient was always Celeste. My father, Martin, was a decent man in the weakest way. He agreed with the last person who sounded upset, and in our house that was almost always my mother. Celeste was 2 years younger than me, golden-haired, wide-eyed, and gifted at turning ordinary disappointment into a 5-alarm crisis.
It appears we have a
bad
problem with
grade
the
became
estate.
a collapse.
The bid was rejected.
A breakup became a family meeting. A missed salon appointment became a weekend of everyone tiptoeing around her feelings. I was different, they said. I was capable. I was independent. I was easy. Those words sounded good when I was a child because I did not understand that they were not describing me.
Shh, easy now. It's okay.
They
We
were
won't hurt you.
assigning me a job. At 10, I learned to pack my own lunch because Celeste had nightmares. At 14, I missed my winter concert because Celeste's boyfriend forgot her birthday and my parents decided she could not be alone. At 22, I walked across a college auditorium to receive my animal science diploma while my family sat in the parking
vitals
lot
are steady.
comforting Celeste after
The
what
sunlight
she
should
called
do him
a
good.
panic
Thank you,
spell.
doctor.
That was
Are you
the
comfortable
family
now,
map.
Elias?
The
The structural
dangerous thing
integrity of
about
that
being
barn is
neglected
questionable.
politely
It impacts
is
the
that it takes
valuation.
a
It has
long
character,
time to
Vivian. Nora
recognize
keeps
it
it well
as
maintained.
neglect.
Character doesn't pay the bills.
The
Elias,
week of my
dear,
26th
just a few quick
birthday,
questions about the
I
estate
tried to make
filings.
myself
She handles all of that
impossible to
now.
disappoint.
Talk to Nora.
I did not ask my mother to cook. I did not ask my father to plan. I booked a small private room at a local steakhouse with 8 chairs, paid a $150 deposit from my own savings, and told everyone that dinner was covered. All they had to do was arrive at 7. I remember standing in my mother's kitchen that Tuesday evening, watching her write a check for Celeste's floral consultation and saying,
So this confirms
carefully,
the boundary
that
lines
I
along the
wanted
North 40.
one night
Yes,
where the
Miss
family
Whitaker.
simply
The
showed
surveys
up.
matched the description
My
exactly.
father said it sounded nice. Celeste said she would try. My mother smiled without looking at me and asked whether I really needed a I told her yes. I hated how small my voice sounded when I said it.
Thank you for
2
coming.
days later,
I'm
the
pleased to
group chat
announce
lit
the
up.
official sale of the Whitaker
Celeste
Ranch.
posted a photo of a ring on her finger and wrote
This is
that
the
she was
certified deed,
overwhelmed,
stamped by the county
shaken,
clerk this morning.
and
The property now belongs to
terrified
the
of
trust.
becoming a bride.
This ranch
Within
belongs to the
minutes,
family,
my
Nora,
mother
not
had
just
offered
you!
Saturday
How
night for
dare
an
you
engagement
disrespect
dinner.
your father's
The
wishes!
same Saturday, the same hour, when I called Celeste, she whispered that she had not realized. When I called my mother,
I can't believe she left me
said there
nothing
was
but this
no way to
drafty
move it
house.
now.
It's not
Because
so bad,
Celeste was
sweetheart. The
fragile,
power is back
and
on.
everyone had already been told. Everyone had not been told. I said it was my birthday. Your sister needs us this week. Another time was the phrase my family used for things they never intended to schedule. The official call came at noon on my birthday, 7 hours before my reservation. My mother sounded relieved, which hurt more than anger would have. She told me they were going to Celeste's engagement dinner after all, and she hoped I would not make it uncomfortable. I asked one question. Why is it always me? There was a pause, and then she answered so gently that for years I heard the gentleness more than the cruelty. Because you can survive it. Nora, Celeste cannot. I looked at the birthday dress hanging on my closet door and felt something inside me go still, not break. Time equals, quote, 1.0 seconds, quote, slash, greater than not explode. Just go still. I called the restaurant, canceled the room, and let them keep the deposit. Then I pulled a blue duffel from under my bed and packed like a woman who had finally stopped auditioning. Jeans, work boots, 2 sweaters. Time equals, quote, 0.6 seconds, quote, slash, greater than my
The
diploma.
ears tell you everything you need to
The
know
little
about their mood.
envelope of emergency
See how he
cash
flicks that
I
one
had been
back?
building $5
He's paying
at a
attention.
time. I did not write a goodbye message. I did not send a speech into the group chat. My family loved speeches because speeches gave them material to edit later. I loaded the duffel into my old truck and drove east, away from Millhaven and toward a place my mother called the Dirt Habit. Bridle Creek Ranch was 3.5 hours from town, out beyond the pine line, where the road narrowed and the cell service gave up. He
My
did
name
not
is Lena
ask what
Price.
happened.
I heard you might be hiring.
That was the
We
first
always have
welcome
work for
I
the
had
right person,
received
Miss
all
Price.
week, and it was 12 words long. I reached Bridle Creek close to midnight. My headlights caught a sagging barn, 2 broken fence rails, and a porch light burning like a promise. Elias was 73 then, lean as a fence post, with a white beard, a bad knee, and hands that looked carved rather than born. He sat on the porch with 2 mugs of coffee, as if he had
Hello,
known
Vivian.
I was coming long before I did.
I'm afraid
did
I
not
have some
hug
bad
me
news
right
regarding
away.
the estate.
He gave me space to choose the step beside him. That was his way. After I told him everything, the dinner,
Leave
the
it to them to
engagement,
air all that
the
out in
strong
the
one
open.
sentence, he stared into the
Still,
dark
it
pasture
is kinda
where
funny.
5 old horses stood like shadows and said, "Your mother confuses need with love. Land does not.
Easy. Big guy, we're
Land
just here to
only
help.
answers to the person who works it."
Lungs sound
I
clear.
did not understand then
Good,
that
strong
he was
heartbeat.
handing me a philosophy I would live by. The next morning, the ranch looked worse in daylight. 92 acres, half
Good boy,
starved
easy now.
pastures, a barn
That's
roof,
it.
patched with blue tarp, 6 usable stalls.
It's all right,
a
I've got you.
tractor older than my
Just take a
father,
breath.
and bills
trying.
stacked in a butter cookie tin.
It just caught me wrong.
Elias had held the place
His
together
heart
on
sounds
pride
strong.
and arthritis.
Keep him comfortable and warm by the
Over
window.
eggs.
We appreciate
he
it,
made the
Doctor.
offer sound
He seems
like
a bit
business
brighter
instead
already.
of rescue because he
This
knew I
entire
would
section
reject
needs to be
rescue.
rebuilt. The timber is
said,
rotten.
I have land and not
Are we
enough
sure this is
body.
necessary?
Time equals, quote, 0.6 seconds, quote, slash greater than you have body, and nowhere honest to put it. Seems like a fair trade. Then he took a pair of cracked brown gloves from a nail by the door and handed them to me. They will fit when you stop trying to be small. The first year nearly broke me in ways my
It was a
family
beautiful
never could.
service.
Emotional neglect trains you to endure.
My
but it does not
condolences.
teach you how to drive a fence
These are the
post straight
certified
in
copies of the
frozen
deeds
ground.
as requested, Miss
I
Whitaker.
learned by
Thank you,
doing
Samuel.
everything
Everything
wrong
seems to be in
first.
order.
I blistered my palms inside Elias's old gloves. I dropped a feed bucket on my foot. Time equals
Are you quite finished mourning,
1.0
Martin?
seconds
We have business to
slash
attend
greater
to.
than I wired a
Vivienne,
gate
perhaps we
backward
should
and had
wait.
to
This is
redo it
hardly
in the rain.
appropriate.
But something
Thank you
about
all
that
for
place
coming.
was merciful
I am
because
pleased
the
to
land
announce
did
that
not
the sale of the
gaslight me.
Whitaker property is
It
now
post either
finalized.
stood or it did not.
This is the certified
Horse
copy,
either
Vivienne.
gained weight or it did not.
The county recognizes the Whitaker
clean
Ranch as
stall was
ours.
clean because I had cleaned it.
This is
not
unacceptable,
because
Nora.
Celeste
You have
needed.
deliberately undermined this
Credit
family at
moment.
every turn. Vivienne, you
For
must
the
calm down.
first
I
time
cannot
in
bear
my
this
life,
stress.
Effort and result met each other without passing through my mother first. I called no one. My family sent
This is
no one.
absurd, Nora. We shouldn't
The
be
group
subjected
chat
to this. The
continued
driveway is
somewhere
clear
without
now.
me,
We're walking.
full of engagement
She's just
flowers,
tired, Nora. I
registry
apologize.
links, and little storms that no longer required my hands. At night, I lay in the narrow room above the tack office, listening to coyotes and wind against tin, and the silence terrified me before it healed me.
I can't believe we finally did it.
Elias never asked
It's
me
perfect.
to forgive him. He never told me blood mattered. He would say, repair what is real first. Feelings can talk all day, but a loose
Nora.
board still needs a nail.
We need to
By
discuss
winter,
the future
I
of
had
this
repaired
property.
14 fence
It's not for
sections,
sale,
brought
Vivienne.
2 pastures back into rotation, and realized I had gone 3 whole weeks without checking whether my mother had called. Marigold arrived in February in a borrowed stock trailer that rattled like a warning. A sheriff's deputy had found her on an
There,
abandoned
darling, it's gonna
property
be all
20
right.
miles north. A chestnut
I just wanted
mare,
everything to be
15
perfect for the
hands,
party.
hip bones sharp enough to cast shadows, one eye dull from an old injury, and a rope scar around her neck. The rescue group had no room. The vet said she might not survive the month. I told Elias we could not afford her. He looked at me the way only old men and honest horses can look at a person and said, maybe not, but we can afford to be the kind of people who try. So Marigold became ours. Rehabilitation
See how his ears
is
are angled
slow,
back towards us, but relaxed. He's
unglamorous
paying
work.
attention.
And the twitch means he's reacting to sound
cannot
but staying
pour love
calm.
into a
You got it,
starving
Nora.
animal fast enough to make up for the years she lost. Feed too much and you hurt her. Touch too soon and you teach her hands are still dangerous. So I sat outside her stall every night with a book I rarely read, being present without demanding gratitude. Time equals, quote, 0.8 seconds, quote, slash greater than in that stall. I saw myself in the way she flinched from kindness.
I heard you might be
I
looking
had
for
lived
help.
at full tables and
I'm
still
strong
learned
and I'm
to
not
ask
afraid of the
for
work.
more.
We might.
Marigold had lived near
What brings you
feed
to Bridal
and still
Creek?
learned not to expect it. The first morning she walked to the gate when she heard my boots. I cried into Elias's old gloves. He pretended not to see. By spring, her coat shone. By summer, she let me brush the scar at her throat. The miracle was that the unwanted thing became the beginning of everything valuable. My hardest habit to break was not working too much.
Hello, Vivienne.
It was refusing
I'm just
help
finishing up with the
as if
horses
help
now.
were a trap.
See that you do.
In my
and don't be
mother's
late for the
house,
reading.
help
We won't
always
be.
came with a hook. A ride became a lecture. A gift became leverage. Attention became evidence that you owed someone later. Time equals, quote, 0.8 seconds quote / greater than. So when neighbors offered a tractor, extra hay, advice about drainage,
Easy now, easy.
I smiled
You're all
and
right.
said I had it.
His
I did
breathing
not
is a
have
little
it.
shallow, but the
I
rhythm
had
is
a
good.
shovel, 2 cracked hands, and an old lesson that meeting people made me easy to abandon. Elias let me push myself until one November evening when he found me trying to drag a fallen gate by myself in sleet. He stood under the barn light, not helping.
I can't
just
seem to manage it
watching
today.
Until I gave up and
Here,
cursed
lean
so
on me.
loud the horses lifted their heads.
Are you hurt?
Then he said, Nora,
Your heart sounds
your
strong,
mother taught
Elias.
me nobody comes unless
fresh
Celeste
air will do you
calls
good.
first. You are proving her right just to spite
Look
her.
at the state of that barn.
wins
It's
from
barely
that.
salvageable.
I was
It adds
angry
character,
because
Vivian.
He was right.
Elias, dear, we just need
The
to
next
clarify the
morning,
mineral rights
I
on the
called
back
our
40.
neighbor, Del
The papers
Hawkins,
Mother found, see?
and asked
Ask
if his
Nora.
tractor could spare an hour.
It's all yours, Nora.
Del brought the tractor.
Everything we
stayed
built
for
here.
Coffee, and told 2 friends
don't know what
that
to say,
Bridal Creek
Elias.
was taking
Thank you.
boarders again. That one phone call changed more than the field. It taught me that accepting help did not empty me. It connected me. Del became our first steady boarding client. His friends brought horses. The farrier recommended us. Mine started in a muddy barn aisle
As
with
you
a
can see, the
broken
deeds
gate,
are certified
hot
and in order.
coffee,
This
and
confirms
people who
the
kept
transfer of the
coming
northern
back.
parcel.
I understand. Thank you,
By
Samuel.
the 3rd year, Bridal Creek no longer looked like a place waiting to die. We had 12 boarders, a repaired arena, 3 rescue stalls, and a website Lena built on a laptop with 2 missing keys. I took night courses
As the executor
in
of the
business
estate,
management
I
and
hereby announce
rehabilitation,
the immediate
then
sale
weekend
of this property.
certifications, then a small operating
As
loan
the
in my
executor
own
of the
name
estate,
that
I am required to
scared me
inform you
so
that this
badly, I
certified
slept
deed
2 hours the
overrides
night
the
before
previous
signing
will.
it.
How
We
dare you
used the
show your
money
face
for a
here after
new roof,
everything you've done?
proper
This is our
drainage,
family,
a
our
wash
legacy,
bay,
and you have ruined it
fencing that
all!
would not fold in the first storm. Elias sat in a folding chair with a thermos and watched the work like a man witnessing a promise being kept. He began introducing me as the woman who runs the ranch. Not helps, not stays here, runs. Every time he said it, something
It's your
inside
turn to
me
wear them
stood
out.
a little taller.
I'm ready. Thank you.
The business grew because good work has a way of traveling ahead of you.
I can't
The
believe we
horses
actually
my
did it here in the
competitors
arena.
called ruins started leaving our place.
Marigold
Calmer,
seems happy about it too.
stronger, safe enough for second chances. Marigold's recovery became a story people told. Her foal paid off
This is
half the
unacceptable,
arena
Nora.
footing.
You can't keep us waiting
By
out
year
here.
5, we had 43
Bridal Creek
horses
isn't
on
for
the
sale.
property, a waiting list, and clients who drove 2 states over because they had heard I could read fear without punishing it. My mother would have called that luck. It was not luck. I had built a life so full there was no empty chair left for them to refuse. My mother's first call came nearly 2 years after I left. I remember because I was holding a tube of dewormer in one hand and Marigold's halter in the other when my phone lit up with Vivian Whitaker. For one foolish second, hope rose in me like an old weed. Maybe she was sorry.
Took you long enough to get here.
Maybe she had
Coffee's still warm.
noticed.
Thanks,
The
Elias.
birthdays she missed.
It's been a long
The
drive.
holidays I stopped attending. The way a daughter had disappeared and somehow kept breathing. She opened with sweetness. Nora, honey, we have missed you. Then, before the sentence could settle,
Pay attention to
she
the
asked
subtle
if I could help
movements, Nora.
Celeste with a
That's
car
how you
payment
read their
because the
minds.
So if they're
engagement
twitching
had
like
ended
that, they're listening to us.
badly,
Exactly right.
And Celeste was fragile again. I looked down the barn aisle at Lena carrying hay, at Elias checking a latch, at the horses waiting on honest things, and the old reflex tried to move my hand toward my wallet. It did not get far. How did you get this number? I asked. She said, Celeste. found the ranch website. So that was what I had become. Not a daughter they lost, but a contact form.
I heard you
they
might be looking
finally
for help around the
located.
stables.
I told
I'm
my
strong,
mother I was
and I'm not afraid
able
of
to
hard
help
work.
and asked her
What's
not
your name,
to call
kid?
me about money again. Her voice sharpened immediately. After all we did for you, she began. I ended the call before she could make a bill out of my childhood. But the call left a chill behind. They knew where I was now. They knew Bridal Creek existed. They were looking past me at the land. The message from my cousin Laurel arrived on a Tuesday morning during the 6th year. It said,
I trust
"You
you're
need to
handling the
see this,"
situation with the
followed
horses,
by 8
Eleonora.
screenshots from a
We
group
can't afford
chat I
any
had not known
complications with the
existed.
bloodlines.
They had made a new family thread without me and added Laurel by accident because there were 2 Laurens in my mother's phone. I sat
What do you think?
on an overturned feed
They don't
bucket
pull
and read my
punches, do
future
they?
being divided by people
Reckon that's
who
the
had
Whitaker
not stood
stubbornness
in my
coming through?
present. My mother had written, "When Dad passes, that ranch will be worth real money now that Nora fixed it.
Easy now,
We
nice
sell
and easy.
while
You're all
land
right.
prices are high.
Sounds good. A little tense, but healthy.
Celeste needs
Here
stability.
you go, buddy.
Your father and I need retirement security. Nora can keep a horse or 2 if she is reasonable.
Easy
A
now,
horse or
steady.
2, if
Good
I was
boy, that's it.
reasonable. My father replied, "Sounds fair." Celeste sent a heart emoji and asked whether she could have the old farmhouse for weekends before the sale because it would photograph beautifully.
His vitals are holding steady.
Time
We just need to keep him
equals,
warm and
quote,
rested.
0.6
It feels good to
seconds,
see the sun again,
quote,
Nora.
I'm right here,
slash greater
Elias.
than I read
It's
the
quite run
messages
down.
until
The value
words
is
stopped
questionable.
hurting and started
We shouldn't rush to
clarifying.
judgment.
They did not
I
plan
can't
to
stay out
visit
here much
Elias.
longer. Elias, dear,
They
regarding the
planned to
estate
harvest
questions,
him.
have you finalized the
They
details?
did not
Ask
see my
her.
labor as
Nora,
ownership.
perhaps you can clarify
They
the
saw it as
arrangements.
free renovation before liquidation. I printed the screenshots, put them in a folder, and took them to Elias in the tack room. He read them slowly, his face folding in a way that was not surprise. "That's my daughter, all right," he said, not defending her, not excusing her, just letting the truth stand. I did not know it was already a clue. After the screenshots,
These are the certified copies of the
stopped
deeds for the
building
North
Bridal
pasture,
Creek
Miss
like a
Whitaker.
temporary
Everything
shelter
appears
and
to be in
started
order,
building
Mr.
it like a
Pike.
statement.
It's finally done.
If they were already counting the money, I would give them something too real to erase from a group chat. I wrote a 5-year plan at the kitchen table in blue ink, the way I had once written grocery lists for a mother who never remembered what I liked.
Good afternoon.
Expansion,
I'm pleased to
20
announce the
stalls.
official sale of the property.
Rescue
The
partnership.
transaction will close at the end of the
Covered
month.
arena,
As you can see,
lesson
the
program,
county clerk officially recorded this
waiting
deed
list
this morning.
deposits, better
This changes
insurance,
everything.
clean
I will not
books,
stand by while you two make
Water
a mockery
rights
of this
reviewed.
family name.
every
This ranch
line
deserves better than your
had a
weakness,
date
Martin.
beside it. I gave myself 5 years. I beat it in 3. We bought the neighboring pasture when old Mr. Vale retired, bringing the ranch to 240 acres. We added a covered arena with skylights and recycled footing. We hired Lena full-time and later made her assistant
These are for
trainer.
you. Time to break them in.
Dr.
They're perfect, Nora.
Adrian Vale,
Thank you.
the local veterinarian, started stopping by after
To
calls.
Nora and Adrian.
First to
Cheers.
check horses, then to stay for dinner, then to sit beside me in quiet without needing the quiet filled. It took me almost a year to stop waiting for him to use kindness as a hook. He never did. Elias grew slower, but happier. He would sit by the arena rail, wearing his old tan vest, watching horses circle under warm lights, and sometimes he would say, "Look what happens when somebody stays long enough. It is trust. It is a gate that opens only for people who respect
It's all
what
right
is
now,
inside."
Celeste. We are here for
The
you.
first sign that Elias was running out of time came on a January morning when he could not stand from the kitchen chair. He had always been thin, but that day he looked folded. The hospital called it a cardiac event, soft words for a hard truth. He came home 3 days later with medication, restrictions, and a quiet understanding between us that the ranch had entered a different season. I moved his bed to the front room so he could see the pasture. Lena took over early feeding. Adrian came by in the evenings without charging and pretended he was
See how
only
his ears
checking
swivel back
horses.
like that? That's how
Within
you
a
know
week,
he's listening to the
my
sounds
mother
behind
called
him,
the
even when he
hospital,
seems calm.
Then a neighbor. Then finally me. Her voice wore concern like borrowed clothes. "We just want to be there for Dad," she said. We? A word that had not driven 3.5 hours in 9 years. Elias heard the call from his chair and motioned for the phone. "Let them come," he said after I hung up. "Let people show you their whole hand before you decide where to put the fence." So I invited them
I'm
for a
looking for work,
weekend
Miss
visit.
Whitaker. I'm strong and
When
I
their
learn
car rolled up
fast.
the drive,
We need dedication
My
here.
mother looked first at
What
the
makes you
covered
think you're
arena,
ready for this
then the
life?
line of trailers,
tight.
then the full pastures.
Good,
She
let's set it
barely
in place.
glanced toward the house where her father sat. Under a quilt, I watched her do the math in real time. Celeste stepped out wearing boots that had never touched manure and hugged me like we were old friends at a reunion. It made my mother smile tighter every time. The night after they left, Elias asked me to sit at the kitchen table. His hands trembled more than usual,
Vivienne.
but his eyes were clear.
I
He
assumed you
slid
would
a
call.
manila folder
I'll handle
across
it.
the wood. Inside was a certified copy of a deed transferring Bridal Creek Ranch, the land, buildings, water rights, mineral rights, business name, and
Guess the
equipment
apple doesn't
schedule
fall far from the
to
tree.
me, recorded at the county office 4 years earlier. I stared at the red stamp until it blurred. He had transferred ownership
Lungs sound clear?
long before
Good
his
strong
heart
heartbeat?
failed.
He's calming
Long
down
before
nicely.
my mother began
Here you
calling
go, fella.
neighbors. Long before Celeste imagined weekend photographs on the porch. Why didn't you tell me? Time equals, quote, 0.6
Easy
seconds,
now.
quote, slash
Good
greater
boy, let's
than
slow
I
it down.
asked. Elias
That's it.
leaned back, tired but satisfied.
Oh, careful.
Because you needed to build it like it was
Are you
yours
all right?
before anybody told
Yes,
you it
steady
was.
now. Thank you, Nora.
I wanted you to know you chose the work, not the
Everything looks
prize.
good, Elias.
I could
Keep
not
resting.
speak for a while.
He seems much more comfortable
All
by
my
the window.
life, my family had made choices temporary when they involved me. Promises became another time.
Elias,
Support
dear, where are the
became
revised
later.
papers? We must
Love
finalize
became
this.
Nora
after
handles
Celeste
everything
is
now.
Okay.
She knows where it is.
But here was a choice made permanent in ink and recorded where nobody's mood could edit it. Elias had chosen me on paper. He told me not to tell my mother yet. "I'll let her keep planning," he said. "A person who thinks the lock is open will show you exactly what she planned to carry out." I put the deed in the safe that night and stood in front of it for a
I'm so
long
sorry
time.
for your loss.
I did not feel rich.
He was a wonderful
Ground
man.
when it is legally yours.
This confirms that the
Answers
property
no
is now
group chat.
entirely in your name, Miss Whitaker.
Elias died in early spring with the front window open and Marigold calling from the pasture. I will not dress that part up. It was not cinematic. It was quiet, sacred, exhausting, and real. For 6 weeks,
Thank
I
you
had
for
done
your
the things
attention.
love does when it
I am
knows time
pleased
is
to
thinning.
announce that the
Counted
sale of the
pills,
ranch has been
changed sheets,
executed.
Read. Weather reports aloud, rubbed his cold hands, and made sure the last thing he saw each evening was the ranch
How dare you
alive.
show your face here, Nora?
When he
After
passed,
everything you've
I was
done, you have the
holding those old
audacity to
brown
stand
gloves
there
in my lap.
silently.
The funeral was held at the little white church at the county line, and half the valley came. Boarders, neighbors, rescue volunteers, farriers, people Elias had helped and never mentioned. Trucks lined the road for a quarter mile. My mother arrived in black, crying beautifully.
Hello, Vivienne.
Celeste
It
cried
appears we have a
louder.
problem with the estate.
My father stood
bid was
behind them
rejected.
with the tired face of a man who had let stronger personalities spend his whole life for him. At the reception in the church hall, my mother found me by the coffee urn. She squeezed my arm with chilly tenderness and said we should sit down soon about Dad's affairs, the land, the business, everything, as a family.
Shh, easy
Those
now.
3
It's okay.
words
We won't
meant
hurt you.
Her plan was ready. I asked when. She said Saturday at the ranch would be best, and added that she had found a real estate agent who understood agricultural properties. Come Saturday, I said, bring whoever you need. She had always made that mistake. That week, my mother called twice with updates I never requested.
His
She had
vitals are
spoken
steady.
to a realtor named
The
Valerie
sunlight should do him
Pike.
good.
Thank you,
She had a
Doctor.
rough valuation of
Are you comfortable now,
$3.4
Elias?
million.
The structural integrity of that barn is questionable. It impacts the valuation.
It has
She had
character,
already
Vivienne. Nora
imagined
keeps it
a
well maintained.
split.
Character doesn't pay the
One
bills.
share for her,
Elias, dear.
one for
Just
Celeste,
a few quick questions
one
about the
for my
estate
father,
filings.
She
and
handles
a
all of that
compassionate
now. Talk to Nora.
arrangement allowing me to keep Marigold and rent one of the cottages for 6 months while I found somewhere else to live. She called that generous. I called attorney Samuel Pike, Elias's attorney for 21 years, and asked him to come Saturday with certified copies of the deed and transfer schedule. I also invited the people who had actually made Bridal Creek a family: Dell, Lena, Adrian, 3 boarders.
So this confirms
2
the boundary
neighbors,
lines along the
and
North 40.
rescue
Yes, Miss
coordinator.
Whitaker.
The
I
surveys
framed it
match
as
the
a
description
memorial lunch
exactly.
for Elias, and it was. I wanted the people who loved him to stand on the land he protected, while the people who wanted to liquidate him explain themselves out loud. I was not building a trap. A
Thank you for
trap
coming.
hides the truth.
I'm pleased to announce
I
the
was
official
building a room where
sale of the
truth
Whitaker
could be seen
Ranch.
from every angle. My mother
This
fought
is the
with
certified
stories.
deed, stamped by the county
fragile
clerk
daughter
this morning.
story,
The property
the
now
strong
belongs to the
daughter
trust.
Story,
This ranch belongs to the
family
family,
unity
Nora,
story,
not just you!
the
How dare you
ungrateful
disrespect your father's
Nora
wishes!
story. I was done fighting stories with explanations because explanations are just begging in a clean shirt. I brought documents. A
I
recorded
can't believe she
deed,
left me nothing but this drafty
county
house.
stamps.
It's not so
That
bad,
was
sweetheart. The
how I
power
knew
is
I was
back on.
ready. Saturday came bright and cold. My mother arrived at 11 in heels that sank into the gravel, followed by my father, Celeste, and Valerie Pike with a leather folio. The memorial lunch was already underway on the porch. Lemonade, covered dishes, folding chairs, horses grazing close enough to be heard. Samuel stood near the railing in a gray suit, looking like any other mourner. My mother did not notice him. She was too busy surveying the arena,
Good boy,
the
easy
barns,
now.
the painted sign,
That's
the
it.
trailers, the life she thought was about to become cash. After
It's all
10
right, I've got
minutes
you.
of accepting
Just take a breath.
condolences,
I'm
she
trying.
tapped a spoon against her
It
glass.
just caught me wrong.
Time equals, quote,
His heart sounds strong.
0.6
Keep him
seconds,
comfortable and
quote,
warm by the
slash,
window.
greater
We
than I would
appreciate
like to
it, Doctor.
thank everyone for loving
He seems
my
a bit
father.
brighter already.
She said,
This entire section
this
needs
land
to be
meant
rebuilt.
So much to him,
The timber
and
is
as
rotten.
A family, we have decided
Are
the
we
most
sure this is
responsible
necessary?
thing is to sell Bridal Creek to buyers who can carry it forward. Valerie will be helping us make that transition. Do not worry about Nora. We will make sure she is taken care of. A silence moved across the porch. Dell looked at me. Lena's mouth opened slightly. Adrian put down his cup.
It was a
My
beautiful
mother read the
service.
silence as respect and continued. talking about acreage,
My condolences.
valuation, market
These are the
timing,
certified copies of
fair
the deeds as
distribution,
requested, Miss Whitaker.
and how
Thank you, Samuel.
emotional
Everything seems to be in order.
decisions should not get in the way of practical ones. She gave the speech she had driven 3.5 hours to give. I let her. I let
Are
her
you quite
build the
finished
whole
mourning,
structure in
Martin?
daylight with
We have business to
witnesses.
attend to. Vivienne,
Actually,
perhaps we should wait. This is hardly
Mom,
appropriate.
I said,
Thank you all for coming.
the ranch is not
I am
yours
pleased to
sell.
announce that the sale of the Whitaker
My
property
mother
is
laughed
now
softly,
finalized.
the way people laugh when they're trying to keep a room on their side. Nora, this is not the time for one of your independent speeches. I did not answer her. I looked at Samuel. He stepped forward, opened his folder, and introduced himself as Elias Rose attorney. Time equals 1.0 seconds / greater than. My mother's face shifted just enough for me to know she understood too late that she had ignored the wrong
Hello,
man.
Vivienne. I'm just
Samuel
finishing up
held
with the horses now.
certified copy
See that you
stamped by
do.
the county
And don't be late for the
recorder.
reading.
We won't
This
be.
deed, he said, transfers full ownership of Bridle Creek Ranch, including 240 acres, all structures, water rights, mineral rights. The business entity and the attached equipment schedule to Nora Whitaker. The transfer was executed and recorded 4 years ago.
Easy now, easy.
There is no
You're all
ranch
right.
asset in Elias Rose's
His
estate
breathing
to
is a
sell,
little shallow, but the
divide,
rhythm is
or
good.
list.
I can't
Valerie
believe we
closed her
actually did it
folio
here in the
so
arena.
slowly it sounded like a door.
Marigold
Celeste
seems happy
blinked
about it
as
too.
if the words were in another language. My father whispered my name once, but it did not become anything. My mother
This
went
is unacceptable,
pale under
Nora.
her makeup.
You can't keep us waiting out
That
here.
is not possible, she
Bridle
said.
Creek isn't for sale.
He was ill. He was lonely. She manipulated him. Samuel's voice did not change. The deed predates his illness by years. It was recorded in person. 2 witnesses and a notary are on file. He also left a letter explaining his intent, should anyone challenge it. I said, "You told me for years you could only show up for one daughter at a time. Try canceling that." They came apart exactly as Elias said they would. My mother went loud first.
Easy now,
accusing
steady.
me of stealing from my own family.
Good boy,
of
that's it.
isolating an old man, of poisoning him against his real heirs. Celeste followed the old script, pressing a hand to her chest and saying she felt faint. For
His vitals are holding
35
steady.
years,
We
that
just need to keep
sentence
him
had
warm
been
and
a fire
rested.
alarm.
It feels good to see the sun again,
People
Nora.
ran when
I'm right here,
Celeste
Elias.
felt faint.
It's quite run down. The
This
value is
time,
questionable.
Nobody moved.
We shouldn't rush to
Dell
judgment.
looked at his boots.
I can't stay out here much longer.
Lena stared straight
Elias,
at
dear,
Celeste
regarding the
without
estate
blinking.
questions, have you finalized
Adrian
the details?
crossed
Ask
his
her.
arms.
Nora, perhaps you
Even
can clarify
my
the
father did not
arrangements.
move fast enough to save the performance. The silence around Celeste was the first honest audience she had ever received. My father stepped toward me once. He said, "Nora, I should have come to your birthday." For 1 second, the little girl in me reached for those words. Then he looked back at my mother, saw her fury, and stepped back beside her. The reach
These are
grew
the certified
close.
copies of the deeds for
It
the
did
North
not
Pasture, Miss
slam.
Whitaker.
Everything
It
appears to be in order,
simply
Mr. Pike.
closed.
It's finally done.
My mother threatened lawyers. Samuel told her she had every right to spend money losing. Valerie apologized and left. The neighbors stayed. I spoke only when the shouting ran out. "You
Good
are going to
afternoon.
get in your
I'm
car,"
pleased to announce
I
the official
said,
sale of the
"and drive
property.
back to
The
Millhaven.
transaction will close at the end
You
of
are
the
not
month.
going to call this
As you can
ranch
see,
my
the
clients,
county clerk
my
officially
staff,
recorded this deed
or
this
my
morning.
attorney. If you
This
want to
changes
challenge the
everything.
deed, speak to
I will not
Samuel.
stand by while you
Then
two
I
make a
walked
mockery
them
of this
to the
family
gate
name.
myself.
This ranch
I
deserves
opened
better
the
than your
gate
weakness,
and
Martin.
waited. I closed the latch and felt the quiet return. That was almost 18 months ago. My mother had one lawyer send one letter. Samuel answered with the deed, the intent letter, and a polite reminder that false claims can become expensive. We never heard from that lawyer again. Celeste called
I'm looking for work,
once,
Miss Whitaker.
not
I'm
to
strong and I learn
apologize,
fast. We
but
need
to ask
dedication
whether
here.
I could help
What makes you think you're ready
with
for
the
this
storage
life?
bill because she
It's
was
tight.
overwhelmed. I told her no
Good,
and
let's set
felt
it in
nothing
place.
except surprise at how light a clean no can be. My father sent a birthday card this year. It had no apology inside, only a line about hoping I was well. I did not respond. Some people want the warmth of a bridge. After spending years removing the plants, Bridal Creek is thriving. The waiting list is 18 names deep. Lena runs her own
Vivienne.
training clients now.
I assumed you
Adrian
would
and
call.
I married
I'll
last
handle it.
fall under the covered arena lights, with Marigold watching from the rail like she had opinions about the flowers. Elias's gloves still hang by the tack room door, and I
Guess
wear
the
them
apple doesn't
every
fall
morning.
far from the tree.
They fit now. Maybe they have for years. Maybe I simply stopped trying to fold my hands into the shape my mother preferred. Here is what I know. Blood makes relatives. Presence makes family. Work makes ownership.
I can't seem to manage it today.
And being strong was
lean on
never
me.
supposed to mean carrying
Are you
people
hurt?
who deliberately stay weak because they know you will
Your
pick
heart
up
sounds
the bill.
strong, Elias.
My family
The fresh
called
air
me
will do you
strong
good.
so they could leave me alone. That is my
Look at the
story.
state of that barn. It's barely
Drop a
salvageable.
comment, subscribe.
It adds
and I will
character,
see
Vivienne.
you in the next story.
Elias, dear.